Culture Junkies!
We're going to talk about anime today. So anime, what precipitated this conversation is because we know we're in the midst of the spring anime season. It's winding down, kind of wrapping up. If you haven't seen my review of Don't Tease Me, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, it's on the Culture Junkies website. Go and read that.
That's really the name of an anime.
Yes, it is.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and go look out if you haven't been hip on what to watch for spring anime. Tomorrow's a new release. It's going to be talking about the best ones to watch for the spring. But we just started talking about how anime is really tropey now, like really, really tropey. Like it's the defining characteristic of the shows that you see now today. Isekai anime, and you got to basically color in the box, check the boxes, and it all fills
most
out.
Most isekai
right?
anime, the ones I like, are the ones where the main character is OP.
OP,
if that's
right.
a trope
Which
of
is
it.
Trope. It's a trope.
Because, like, I was going to mention, he says that it's unfortunate about the name. It's not as bad as I've been killing slimes for 300 years, and now I'm maxed out.
Right.
No, I'm maxed out my level.
And these
that's the name of the anime.
super long titles,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But anyway. But no.
Supposed to be like real on the nose and shit.
So like, but like anime is super tropey, and we just thought about the shows that we watched back in the day, or the movies that we watched back in the day. Were they filled with tropes, or were we just wearing our nostalgia glasses? So GQ's obviously brought in some visual aids, physical discs, but also Daikuji has brought in some, or downloaded some.
We got
some visual aids to show you guys what we're talking about. But yeah, so what do we like about the anime back in the day that where it didn't feel as tropey as it does now?
I'll let one of y'all go first. Good.
No, let's hear from you because you used to watch anime better back in the day. So give us your perspective because you don't really watch it now because of this very reason.
Because again, when things get overly predictable or overly annoying or overly samey, then you lose me because it's like, for example, what was it? Golden Boy. Golden Boy was fun, but then like when almost every anime became Golden Boy for like a stretch of time, it was like, okay, I'm done. Or then when you had stuff like, again, I'm never going to get into magical girl anime. That's not going to happen. So we can go ahead and get past that. I guarantee it.
No. Magical girl Sasuke. I already told him about that, but he wouldn't watch it.
Dude, I was fucking surprised as hell how violent that shit was.
Violent as hell.
I was like,
yeah. Or Magical Girl Resing Project.
Yeah, but
I think
does
it
still have magical girl tropes in it?
No, not really. No.
It's just
so
why are you even bringing it up as a magical girl? Because it is. That's what they did.
It's supposed to be a subversion of the magical girl.
Yeah, but it was fucking violent as shit.
It was violent and dark. It was great. It was great. It was great. Anyway, please continue.
There's like I said, there's a reason why that I will only buy and rebuy old anime because it's just I don't really like the overpredictability of new anime. And the overpredictability, and again, you guys know me. I don't like loud characters. And anime is full of them.
Yeah,
a lot of them.
Plenty of those.
That's unfortunate because I had to get through that freaking Demon Slayer. My gosh, that guy.
King Takim is a joke, man. That's funny. His GQ is a hardcore car contest. That's funny.
Boy.
No.
Good luck proving that, sir.
Fallen, what's your take on anime compared to back in the day? Like, what has made it more tropey now than it was back in the day?
I think what it comes down to is the popularity boom in like the late 90s and early 2000s, whereas I really think that I do think that Western popularity had something to do with it during that time, and obviously with more popularity comes more demand, which means you'll have more shows. And based on things that I've researched as far as people who write manga or adapt it and produce anime and stuff like that or whatever, like a lot of those guys are under a tremendous amount of pressure.
Yes.
So and it becomes a thing where a lot of at least there's like one shows that I can count off one hand that either start off good, but essentially they fell into that machine. Obviously, you have Naruto, Bleach,
One Piece,
One Piece, but
One Piece
still has a following that it's still going on.
Yep.
Like it's.
I'll never watch it, dude. It's like
it's a soap opera at this point.
I stopped
I
watching.
can't do it. I can't do it. Almost 1,000 episodes. I can't do that, man. Anyway, but no, you bring up a good point, right? You bring up a good point. So the point you're making is how the demand has grown so large. And there is something to be said about back in the day in the 80s and 90s, it wasn't as widely available. So we kind of got filtered the best of the best, right? We only saw the best of the best. We didn't really see the trash. Now we get to see everything, and we're getting to see a lot of trash mixed in with some good stuff. And we have to really find our way through to find the gems. And then you might find 1 or 2 gems out of the entire year, but you're going to have like 60 or 70 or maybe even 80 anime productions that come out in the same year. You know what I mean?
So much. It's just so much. I mean, this is the stuff that we would have loved back in the 80s and 90s because one of the things I did, back then I did like buying anime. I used to love buying the VHS.
That's an expensive ass hobby, bro.
Unfortunately, yeah. But when I got out of high school, I worked at a place called Media Play, and I got 35% off on VHS. So I used to they give me a check, and I would give them all my money right back and buy video games and anime. I still have all the video games. I don't have any of the freaking anime anymore.
You're just working just to collect shit. Okay.
That's basically what it was.
Okay.
But I back in the day, it's something about the dubs. I like the 90s and 80s dubs, even though people was like, "Oh, they're so bad and so bad." I was like, I don't care. I like they're nostalgia to me, nostalgic, and I like how they are. So when I watch the old stuff, I watch that one, and the new stuff, I don't watch dubs and new stuff. I just don't do it. And you can call me a snob or whatever. I don't care. It's just
no. It is what it is. I'm not gonna say there's. All the dubs are bad because I think there are some good ones.
There probably is some really good ones.
The ReZero dub is really good. The ReZero dub is really, really good. And I'm not saying that because I love ReZero, but no, they're really good. It is really, really well produced. So out of the chat, Iguana Man says, I have yet to see anything better than Cowboy Bebop. It's sad what's going on in anime. Which, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, story-wise, I can see what he's talking about. Yeah. But, I've seen stuff that I would say are really good, but the way they told the story is completely different. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of different things out there that it's kind of hard to say as good. But yeah, I mean, the 90s and 80s was to me just, I won't say the pinnacle, but it seems like that because I still enjoy watching anime today. But the nostalgic, it's not just the glasses. Some of the stuff is just really good and really funny that I can go back and watch over and over again.
No, it is.
Yeah.
You're
See,
right.
But I would argue that the 90s anime had a certain aesthetic to them that you can't really replicate because it essentially improved on what the 80s did. And it has always had like this certain art style and aesthetic or whatever, and you see it a lot like you watch like Orphan and of course God. Like the Fatal Fury anime and stuff like that, whatever, like that style. It is like that's something that I think still kind of stand the test of time for the most part. And it's like, not to say anime today don't look good, but a lot of the styles kind of look the same.
Oh, I'm going to tell you why, and I think this is because it was hand drawn back then on cells, on animation cells, where today it's all on the computer and 3D. Like that, they're not even really drawing this stuff. They're actually making 3D models that just look like they're not 3D. But I think that's the main look because I love the look. That's another thing. The 80s and 90s, I love the look.
Had a distinct look.
Yeah, I mean, but the 70s and the 60s had a distinct look.
They did.
I prefer the 80s
they did.
90s.
No,
but
they did.
To that point, though, and I think this goes back into why I like the 80s and 90s anime more than any of the current stuff. You had OVAs in 80s and 90s more often than anything else.
Yes.
So they were really trying to impress you with these one-shots, more or less, or more often than not, they were movies. Now you got mainly just series. It's series. So it's like it's all quickly done.
In a way, it's all like franchises. It's all.
I don't mind
right?
franchises because, again, Dragon Ball Z is like one of the ultimate franchises. But when it comes down to the quality of the day-to-day episodes, they're just not there. And OVA for me is always going to be more entertaining, more fun to watch because they take time for them.
Well, it was a movie that they put not in the theater.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. But like for example, Fist of the North Star, we all have seen this,
Yes.
but Fist of the North Star, the series, is boring as hell to me.
It is, because it feels like it's completely stretched out.
Yeah, because
the movie got right to the point.
And then again, Street Fighter, we all seen this one. Everybody in the chat has seen this one at least once. Street Fighter 2, the movie. Yeah. That movie looked amazing, and it still looks good today. I'll put that up against most of the stuff that comes out now, as far as at least quality. Quality of the story, quality of the animation and everything, over a lot of other stuff. Hey, we hope you enjoyed that clip. Make sure you check out our live content on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Culture Junkies. We also have a lot of content available on YouTube, unboxings as well as Blu-ray reviews. And you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Culture Junkies. And on top of all of that, if you go to culturejunkies.net, you can check out our merch store. The link is culturejunkies.net/merch. There's a lot of great merchandise there. So there's links and logos and stuff all around me. So check those out, and we will see you next time.